Hello all. So today we are going to learn what is Linux and important 5 commands for today. Okay. So before we start, we'll try to understand what is Linux. Okay. So Linux is it's an operating system similar to Windows. You can say as Windows because we are very much familiar with Windows. Okay, Mac. So just like an operating system and which is open source. Okay, open source nothing but can be available free. Okay, free of use, we can use without any cost. Okay, without paying anything. Okay, so most of the organizations and most of the people will use Linux to host their applications, to deploy their applications. Okay, so why do people will use Linux? Okay, so because this, as I said, Linux isn't cost effective because we are not going to pay any money because it's an open source. Okay, so and it has the community support because any market which is an open source, which has so many people will try to help. So if any issue with my system, right, the operating system, I'll post it. We have a community or blog or something. So we'll post the issue. Someone who is familiar, who addressed or faced that issue earlier, will be giving resolution. So we have that support. And performance wise, it's very, you know, good, and it has security. Okay, so these are the main features the people will be going to the Unix. Okay, and for the development and who are going to have the development programming, and it has versatility, all those things. Okay, and Linux system has multiple distributions. Like for example, we have Fedora, so it has multiple distributions. For example, Fedora and CentOS. Okay, and RHEL. Okay, we have other distributions as well. So like it's like flavors of Linux. Okay. So now what we are going to see is we are going to see a few important commands. So since as I said, Linux doesn't have GUI, graphical user interface. Okay, nothing but so in Windows you'll be having cursor and you will be toggling between, you will be clicking the folders and opening the notepad, everything, right? So it is a graphical user interface, but it doesn't that is for Windows. So Linux, whereas it doesn't have. So what you are going to do, as I said, we are going to do everything and anything with command line or commands. Okay, so in order to begin, as we are a beginner, so we are going to have 5 important commands for today. So from now onwards, I will try to bring just 5 commands in a video. Okay, so that it will be very much easy and it will be short and sweet and it will be easy for us to go. Okay, so today first command is I'm going to have. So if you want to see the files and if you want to list the folders, all those things, there is a command called ls, nothing but it will list the files and directories. Okay, so now I want to create an file. Okay, so in Windows you'll be doing right click and create a new file, something like that you will be doing, right? Similar to that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to have a command called touch. So this is a command and I'll be giving file name here, something. Okay, file1.txt, something. Okay, we'll be having hands-on, don't worry. Just I will walk through here in high level and we'll go in hands-on. Okay, so and now third command I'm going to create a directory. So people will be confused about directory. Okay, so what is a directory? Directory is nothing but a folder. Okay, so in Windows we'll be using as folder, right? So the same thing, but in Linux we'll be calling as directory, and file, and here also file. There is no change. Just only in Windows we are going to call as folder, but in Linux we are going to call as a directory. That's it. Okay. And the fourth command is, so we have multiple folders. Okay, I'm going to, for example, I'm going to from downloads to documents. So I need to switch, right? So how I'm going to switch? How that's called CD, change directory. I'm going to change the directory. Okay. And finally, fifth command for today's session is, so we are going to learn about PWD. So nothing but present working directory. Okay. So nothing but suppose where you are, we want to know where you are in. Okay, so you'll be seeing in Windows, you'll be seeing on the top, right? So the path where you are in. Okay, so here you can just type this command and you'll be seeing the PWD, the path where you are in. Okay, so these are the 5 commands we are going to learn for today. So let's jump into the hands-on and we'll try to understand more about these commands what we discussed here.